Hi, I'm the Frugal Gardener, and this is week 2 of my spring and summer journey. I call it From Seed to Harvest. This is my first blog. If this is your first time tuning in, I've put a link down at the bottom to the other episodes that I've done so far. It occurred to me that even though I said I will show you guys as much as possible, there are some things that I have not shown you, and that's what you're looking at now. I'm not going to show you every single tool that I use. It's not really that much more than what you're seeing here, but I am showing you these for a reason. I'll give you an example. These are 3 of the spades that I use. You may not need 3. My garden is kind of spread out, so I used to spend a lot of time trying to keep up with these boys. And it occurred to me that they aren't that expensive. And over the course of, I don't know, 6 years that I've been gardening at this particular spot, I pick up one every time. Well, not every time, but when there's a sale. I have 4 of these, and as you can tell, there's only 3 in the picture, so what does that tell you? Now, it saves me from having to run around the yard trying to remember where I left them. I get distracted, people walk up and talk to me, and I lose track of things. So it's kind of a time saver. This is my pH meter. I kind of misspoke on this in a previous video. This measures the pH in the soil. So this is not a very expensive one. I have 2 or 3 of these, and I use that mostly in the spring. This is a new addition. I got this last fall, actually. I used to have those little 99-cent spray bottles that you get from the dollar store. But my garden has grown every year for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, and doesn't cut it anymore. It would take me probably an hour to use the old method to spray whenever I have aphids or any kind of ladybugs or whatever it is that I need to get rid of. So this has been a big help. Now, I hope these construction guys aren't drowning my sound out. Everybody has seen these before. Oops. See? This is why I decided to show you guys these. This is still being used. There's water in this now. But this is on its last leg. This is the last year I'm going to use this. So I'll give you one of my tips. Every spring or every fall, whenever the price is low, I pick up another one of these. Now, this is... I'm trying to find, okay, here it is. This is shot. So it's going in the trash. It would have been in the trash, except for I wanted to show it to you guys. This one is, as I said, on its way out, but it's still holding water. You can look and see there's still water inside. So I'm really down to 4 watering cans, and I'll probably pick another one up this spring, and it'll take me back up to 5, but 4 is fine. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This is my little bench. Has nice little pockets on the side. It's collapsible. I throw it in the trunk when I'm not using it. I am not a young man anymore. Just to give you an example, my mother was at the I Have a Dream speech by Martin Luther King. So it doesn't tell you how old I am, but it does give you an idea. I've been around for a while, and it just makes sense to do things that are going to make it easier for you to get finished faster. Right now, It's probably in the mid-60s. It's a nice breezy day. I can stay out here all day. Come July and August, not so much. Not going to want to be out here all day in the hot sun. This helps me to do what I have to do. I think I paid around 30 bucks for this. I don't really expect for you guys to run out and spend a bunch of money on all this. You may not need much of any of it. I mean, of course you're going to need the bottles, but you may not need a bench yet. I didn't buy all this at one time. I didn't buy this at 1 year. This is what I accumulated over the course of the last, well, since I've been here, which is going on 7 years. This is my lifesaver. I first saw this on the Late Bloomers YouTube page, and I would guess that her and I are probably around the same age. And when I saw everything this thing could do, I was sold. I bought this about a year ago. I used it a lot in the fall. I'm using it a lot now. Rather than breaking my back carrying heavy bags of soil and heavy pots across the garden, I just throw them in here. I'm not a salesperson. You can get any kind of cart you want if you feel like you need it, but this works for me. This is another item you guys may recognize. This is my shade cloth. I have 3 of these. And again, I did not buy them all at one time. I got the last one on sale because I really only needed 2, so the third one is actually a backup. Last but not least on my list of things to make your gardening life easier, and that is this workbench. This is something that I have put off getting for years. I guess I didn't want to admit that I needed it, but boy, I've had this for a couple of months. And those of you who follow my channel know that I garden year-round, so I didn't wait until spring to start using this. So it has there's a sink over here, and this is a drawer. I'm not going to go into too much detail about all this right now, but it's rated to hold several hundred pounds, and I'm going to put it to the test this spring and this summer. So as we go through this series and you see me working on these different areas of the garden, different projects, and you see me use this equipment, you'll be familiar with it. And I don't know, my daughter usually does all this stuff, but she has a newborn, so I guess it's up to me to add the links to the bottom of this video in the event that you guys want to pick some of this stuff up. So there you have it. This is behind the scenes of behind the scenes. So this is the latest episode of my blog, of my journey, of my seed to harvest. I hope that it was useful. I hope that you guys will come back and hit the like button, tell your friends, post your questions, and all that good stuff. This is the Frugal Gardener. And remember, when you grow your own food, you'll always know where it comes from. Enjoy the rest of your day.